one moment to giving and providing a better essentials for that class of better ways to find out what it means just to having a life. At the considerable moment for worded, that much it really is the sense to the compromised character, to the personal reality, to the feu de rime se joue dans ce rue. Nothing but a real normal conscience for common senses to come around, for the reality expressly as what can a person be? There have been happening so long a lot of confusions. There have been happening so oftenly that class of annealing ways to express what a person will ever choicefully could just acquire, as if there will be kind of a very elixir of the whole of the bestest and the gloriousest or whatever to be worthy. And suddenly have been happening this class of schools of abominables, and others for crime, and others for terrorism, and others for playing the super geniuses, and others for playing just one simple character of what, in the way of the whole of the sicknesses, masonry and the whole abominations, like an empire at history, would giving like Argentina does at the last time. I would take in serious one instant of what a decision to take. It doesn't mean you gotta do the same. I would pretorically, if you want, praetorianly, having one cross real moment of reason between what a real stand for life and a real character of stand toward genocide. I would really essentially having one instant of what the real character of one person as normal essential existence would giving, and not a parahuman like Argentina with a burden of victims, which is not what I talk about. But at the reference of this I would. The thing is, what would you? So, knowing the people I know and I love you so much, and knowing the people I know, and I'm sorry for the whole, between the traces of your blood and the traces of your flesh, teared in pieces, as much this is exactly the predation of Argentina, making to me and to us, with the whole of the essential invention and sight for whatever essentials can work, because of one singular crowd trouser needs glory, which then basis for the whole they does to me and to us, which is not a delusional and neither a deprivation from me, but them, making up the generations in base of a faith of Luciano Tropiano, the beast, little horn, tiny mouth, abomination from the project of Nazis, masonry, Argentina and the whole of them associated like a head, which Argentina always wear with the Ejército Argentino, Armada Argentina, Policía Federal Argentina, CIDE, Armada, inteligencia, estrategia ética y estrategia adémida, with the whole of the masonry laws and them exercises and trainals and professionalism, like any demon, which are, or any sick bastard with the title of judicial powers, declaring that they only have to hear experts, which are exactly Sodom and Gomorrah, making every time the generations to my person and whispering all over the corners of this abominable land that I am the power of Argentina, making witchcraft, profanation, abominations, destructions to me and tell her chap, for they will ever have to domain and being me, they says, and tears. With a sickness of pregonation, they set the term of holies of God and people, holy nation of God, Christianism, Argentina, making the whole of the favor of the abominations, declaring that they will show what is authority of God and what will be stand for, and what will God rather. At the moment of instigational and motivational and the whole of incitational and the whole of insufflational, which they does, what they does to militaries, Argentina and them parties, for what they want to take off of me and of us. And they themselves says, and so further, like we know, all corners are covered, all over. And supposedly we will do espionage, terrorism, and damages. So, at the reality of the soul, with the normal intention of these diablos enfermos, everyone, because of victims are already away, each. And at the reference of one supposed justice that presumes that law acts, because of we only have to hearing the experts, the officers, and forensics, and what else is to do? We go further and everybody will say the same because of it's the clan. Organizing and administrating the government of the world, presuming to be government of humanity, government of the kingdom of heaven, reuniting the whole of the roots of the sickness that they calls them ancestors, from first to last, Sodom, Gomorrah, Egypt, Devesem, Alvesi, Ramesi, Persia, Nevia, Asemulu, Maveran, Calvesi, Unamas, Calfuni, Maresen, Arvanku, Serose, Arkisha, Marasam, Rome, Eluvem, Barakasat, Ercosis, Rupatica, Arkinim, Nazis, Elmese, Argentina, are all the same, but victims. So what the reality of this all? What class of prestigious and worthless do you think you're gonna conquer or reach or get from this? At the end, we'll take who is exactly a worth to his name and to his real character of will, and what as creation and what as a real care and real worthy. And whoever says anybody can be God is a demon. And whoever says anybody can be me is a demon. And whoever says I work haven for anybody to have whatever I am and do whatever I do and exist my person and everybody will have rights is a hell abominable freak. Like to anybody else's, from or with. And the realities exist as only which were given to exist. And one faith of a boner, of a phallus or a hysteresia, vagina, willing, and green and rotten, like they do on them exercises, sciences, and practices and faith, won't give you nothing but death, and ain't gonna be not any other. Shala. So the reality of Argentina declaring that I have schizophrenia and I am dangerous and I gotta be stopped and controlled for this Diablos Enfermos to provide them the dream of them faith, Sodom and Gomorrah, and the blow chopper, Mamósida, Evangelistas Unidos, which is exactly that, instigating for the genocides and abominations to happen, being part like any Argentinian on I am the witness and I can say, you tell me I do whatever. What are you gonna give me? But you gotta respect. There is the boner. Oh, no problem, but I will be maricaso. And the whole abominations of them faith, an altar, a destruction on my person, and the spit on the whole abomination of evangelicals upon the witchcraft and profanation will become me in the whole that they declare they gotta be because of they gotta be me. And you're gonna get coins and glory and richness from that. I am Elia. I am Menorah. I am the right hand of El Rai. And no freak abominable Lucy Divonico. With a psychiatrist, pathologist, universitarian, decano, or any forensics delighters called bitches Argentina, and sick sociopaths of hell willing for anything, with the capacity to domain and control for his organization like any Diablo enfermo around here, will tell me that I'm a psycho or needed medications with them inventions from the top. And less now. And whoever continues on making this is a very genocider, and is exactly what this tierra mugrosa, asquerosa, es lo que producirá. Is what they does and produces. In every way, and in the whole I've done, I exist. I'm gonna be still me. And whoever is in my way is gonna die. And it's over. And this is not a threat, this is not a menace, but the menace itself. And the reality is, what do you think? Who are associating and every time seeking for the opportunism over this perras enfermas all are you gonna get? The whole of justice and states bodies, and especially Al High, asking me, I do this and to say this. With the supposed I do mind control, and I will rob to putas, sorry the term, of Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, because of they will be the Queen's me. Y putos, Fuerzas Armadas Argentinos Evangelistas, because of they will be the Elia me. Sorry for my terms. That is worse than a term to say, and I am justified. I'm sorry. Ain't proper for the name of El High, neither mine, and the people I love and we love. But it's proper for define them, and showing them they die stat. Shalom. So what the reality of also my violence and my supposed seductive Karen homie. But they defines and recognizes everything about me. Even the putas frías, forenses y psiquiatras y patólogos, putólogos y todo lo demás. Which is not about me, them, is what they treats and administrates. Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, Gobierno de la República Argentina, Argentina. Which is not me, not victims. And sorry my terms, what do you think you're gonna get? This is exactly final of all. And cross a line, and you go to hell. Cross a line, and you fall dead, Argentina. Dare to play the macho bravo, macha brava, y todas tus leyes y la ley actúa y la degeneración de tu enfermedad, de la colgada pelota y de la colgada clitoriana, y la que las mama van a desear no tener ni siquiera polvo de donde recurrir. Sorry for my terms, and the reality of this is going to be just for a while, to be briefed enough and saying, whatever I do, it's about me. And whatever I am, it's about me. What is the need to try to all the time destroying and trample and denigrating and discrediting and putting like a simple piece of a shit the reality that I exist, especially to making the whole class of maneuvers for any class of presential extorsive hostage every time with anything at the hand for the possibility for this to conquer and to succeed upon me. And what sacrificial am I gonna be? Trollada Argentina. And who is the marica? Soy el puto enfermo. Enfermito de cuarta, quien deliró. La muerte no va a ser inhibida. Y van a decir no haber nacido. Y vamos a ver quién amenazó. Sorry for my terms, okay, I'm justified. And it's just for a while. What do you think it's gonna happen? This is January the 2nd, 2019, and already finished with everything, not myself, them, and them bodies. And this is over forever. Shalom. And this is already 1930 around, and it's a third video I published from your runners asked me, my supposed hilarious delusion, and I will rough to Argentina corporations, armed forces in the whole Argentina, with them whole, they will be whole have been working, fighting with the whole which we've founded with Al High, for we, humanity, real one, to be but the shit of Argentina, the empire of all abominations. What is gonna happen?